Alright, well, there's a couple of seconds. There's always a delay. Busy week. We're starting off today's stream with a tutorial. Shit. Yeah, what the title says, we're going to be putting 3D text into Counter-Strike Source. What we need to do is grab our scaling so we don't make a 3D object that's either too tiny or too huge. Pretzel has requested this tutorial, and he has also requested that the model be 384 wide, 128 tall, and 8 to 16 units thick. And we save this empty map, except for that little thing, as a regular hammer save. Pretzel text, that will do. And we can get out of hammer for now. Let's see if I can find it straight off the bat. No. Another terrible tutorial brought to you by Sid. It's probably in downloads. VMF to SMD. It's a program you will need to download. VMF to SMD. We open the map called whatever we called it. Doesn't seem to be here. It's probably in here. There we go. Pretzel text, open, convert. We don't need to worry about the materials, all that. Did that happen? I'm going to believe that it did. Where is it? Pretzel text.smd. Now that we have that file, we will be using Blender, the latest version of Blender. Hello Raven, hello Tito. I got a camera recently. Oh. And another thing you will need to download is, let's see if I can find this straight off the bat. Useful stuff for source modeling. Oh, that comes later. Oh shit. Blender Source Tools. Blender Source Tools. I will not be showing you how to install this because I forget, but there are tutorials out there. You could probably find it on their own website. Blender Source Tools 2.9.1. We will be, once you have that set up, we go to import source engine. The pretzel text, and as you can see, it's invisible. Yeah, righto. Oh, there it is. It's up in the sky. We'll just grab that down. Try and make it a bit centered. To move things in Blender, you press the G key. You can go everywhere. Z makes it go on the Z axis, Y goes on the Y axis, and X makes it go on the X axis. Very simple. So now we had our reference model. We can go to object mode. Oh, before we go any further, make sure this drop down is set to cycles render. That will come in handy later. Object mode. Text. this model is in the way. Let's move that out the way. There we go. Oh shit. Edit mode. So now, yeah, you need to go from object mode to edit mode if you want to change the text inside the text item. Pretzel text, suck my dick. Okay. Speaking of pretzel, he has requested that this piece of text says, can I paste that? No, I cannot. I think we're going to have to choose a font that will allow us to do that. So we'll go to Windows, Fonts. Who remembers what the name of the Chinese font is? Ming Liu? Does that work? Yes, it does. Alright. There's probably a better one. Let's go open character map and see if we can find it. It's probably at the bottom. No, it's not. Mincho. MS Mincho? MV Bolly? No. MS Sans Serif? No. P Gothic? Yeah, that looks a bit better. Let's make it MSP Gothic. Ah, fuck. Open font. MS Gothic? What is that? Yeah. No, it's missing that last character. Fuck. Fuck it. We use Minch. What? God damn it. Professional tutorial. I know exactly what I'm doing. For fuck's sake, I'm going to have to open Photoshop so I can find the name of the actual fonts. Because they actually tell you and show you what the fonts look like. For fuck's sake. Why is it so small? Jesus. Why is it invisible? Can things just work for me? That'd be great. Kazuma Gothic. Adobe Gothic. Kazuka Gothic and Adobe Gothic. I'll start with Adobe Gothic because it's closer to the letter A. Adobe Gothic. Why? Fuck you. I'm about to shit my pants. Let me guess, Arial works. Arial works with everything. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna shit. Arial. What the fuck font does Discord use? What the fuck font does tilted. Shut up, Tito. I'm going to have to slice out this whole fucking bullshit. Font. What is this font? Lucida Console. Lucida Console. Oh my god, why isn't it fucking working? Ming Liu. Fuck it, let's use that. It's the only one that fucking works. Fine. Back to object mode. So now that our text is in there, we can scale it up by pressing S. Scale, scale, scale. We'll just move it over here a little bit. Grab Z, move it up a bit so we can see it properly. Scale X. Control Shift Alt C, origin to geometry. So now, when we scale it, it'll be around that center point. Okay, that's about right. This looks a bit funny for Chinese characters. Alright. That is about it. So now we can press the E button to extrude it. Oh, I need to go back to edit mode. I think. Oh no. To be able to extrude it, we need to. I think it's Alt C. Alt C. Press Alt C. Mesh from curve, metasurf. Text. Mesh from text. That converts it into a mesh. We will not be able to edit what the text says from this point onwards. But that's okay because it says we want it to. Pressing E. Oh shit. Edit mode. Okay. Press A to select it all. Press E to extrude. Move it upwards. That looks about 8 characters thick. Or 16 units thick, I should say. Maybe a bit more. Maybe a bit less. Mind you, I'm pressing G for grab and along the Z axis. If you press E again, it'll make a split and extrude from that point onwards just like that, which is what we don't want. Okay, we have our model. And we will press N to bring up this menu. Location 0, 0, 0. What that does is put that little white and red circle in the center. And then we can press Control Shift Alt C again. Origin to 3D cursor. Oh shit. Must be in object mode. Okay. Control Shift Alt C. Origin to 3D cursor. Control Shift Alt C again. geometry to origin. So now this model is directly in the center where we would like it to be. We can get rid of the reference block. We don't need that anymore. Now, how to texture this? We go into, oh shit. What is this? I don't want that. Okay. Edit mode. Thankfully, the top face is selected, which is good because that's what we want. We press this little button here to go to materials. We press new. We're going to call this text front. This little handle in the top right, we drag that across to create a new window. We press this button, go to node editor. Now, Shift A, texture, image texture. Put that there, drag this little yellow dot to the next yellow dot. I'm not sure if that's really needed, but we'll do that anyway. I am doing this so people know. That is why I'm doing this. It's a thing that people like to know. I'm just going to grab any old texture. Constrictor textures are great. This is just to make it a bit easier to see. Pressing this button, we can see the texture. Excellent. We're going to press the face select, so all the faces are selected. Cool. View, top. We will change this to UV image editor, and if we press the letter U, we are going to project from view. And what that does is create a display, for lack of a better word. Scale X. We'll grab it, try and center it as best as we can. Jesus. Oh, geez. Alright, so that's roughly in the center of the texture being the bounds created by this grid. And now, we are going to select inverse, and what this does is select the rest of the faces which do not have a texture assigned to them. We are going to press the plus sign. We are going to press new. This material will be called text sides. And we are going to press assign. So now all the sides as well as the back are going to be this secondary color. What comes next? Node editor. Shift A, texture, image texture. Open. Granite black. Black is a nice texture to have as the sides. Drag that across. Is that already on the sides? Yes, it is. Now this one is a bit different to unwrap. Press U. Smart UV project is one I like to use. And we'll just leave that as it is because why not? And this automatically fits everything into the square. Everything is nice and evenly spaced. You can change the scale up and down, but because it's a secondary plane texture, I'm not going to be doing that. because it fits pretty well, in my opinion. So everything's mapped, everything's textured, everything is groovy. More or less. So remember these names, text front and text sides. These are what the VTFs are going to be called soon. We press the top of it, whatever, that button with the 3 things on it. Scroll down to Source Engine Export. This, of course, will be created by the Blender source tools. We press SMD, Export Path. And I'm going to put it in tut, because why not? Accept. And select that there. Export. Text.smd. Cool. What comes next, I wonder? Okay. To browse to wherever you had it. So now we have a text.smd. Let's create a new folder. Where's it gone? There it is. Now, useful stuff for source modeling. You can also find this in a tutorial, someone else's tutorial. I won't. Worst tutorial ever. So we need an idle, and we don't need mail reference. I'll get rid of that. So you need an idle.smd, which is just a blank SMD file. At least I'm pretty sure it is. I'll take the other guy's word for it. And this model QC file, we need to change what this says. Okay. Because model QC is in the same folder as the .smd file, we can just change this to text.smd. Actually, no, wait. Yeah. Okay. I'm so good at tutorials. So in our models folder, we'll create a new folder called tutorial. Why not? tut/pretzel text.mdl. My body being the model folder, the model.smd right here. Text. Static prop, yep. CMD materials. We'll make another folder called tut in the materials folder. Oh, we already have it. Have a look at that. Collision model. Because we don't have a collision model, we are just going to delete the rest of this. This will, of course, make the model invisible in the game. You won't be able to walk on it, collide with it, etc. Sequence idle.smd, that's right here. So we can save this now. Get out of that. Another program you will need is Crowbar. Opening Crowbar. Well, first of all, you need to set up your game directories. I'm sure you'll figure it out. So good. Hamster tut text. Okay. So we'll change this directory to hammerstuff tut / text. Oh. Text model QC. And this will automatically place the model inside the models folder for your game. Compile. And have a look at that. Everything worked perfectly. Now we need to make the VTFs. Create a new constructor, granite green, because that's one we used. Hammer stuff, text. What was it called again? Text front, I believe? Text front, have a look at that. I remembered something. We'll save that, create another new one using the black. Save as text sides. Boom. Now I'm just going to browse to my materials folder in the game. Where is it? That'll do. Where am I? Create another one. Text front. Text sides. And the VMT should look like this. Unlit generic. Actually, no, that's wrong. Whoops. I got the wrong VMT. We'll copy this one. Okay. Vertex lit generic. Base texture. Tut / text front. Save that. Text sides. Oh. Alright, so we have everything we need. We'll copy these into the materials tut folder. We'll go back into Hammer, create a new file, place a entity, prop static, apply, world model, scroll down to tut, and there it is. Cowabunga. And that is how you put models into the game. Text models. Hopefully you learned something, because I'm going to assume that you didn't. Nah, sorry I couldn't be a bit more clean cut and help you with all the files that you're going to have to download, but you'll find them. It's 2018, everyone knows how to use a computer. Alright, I'm going to split the stream there and get into actual mapping. Thank you for watching.